What makes a person famous? Is it being an integral part of history or a more modern interpretation of looks, talent, inventing a new device of the century? Being a sensational murderer? An act of heroism? Creating a Facebook site, YouTube video, or just being newsworthy? Is with the movie The Temple Grandin story that sparked my interest. She is famous to me because she lived with a disability that never gave up and quietly changed the world for the benefit of mankind. A biologist, scientist, doctor, writer, educator, noted animal expert, and leading advocate of autistic communities, her story is inspiring. Born in 1947, Grandin soon developed into a toddler and didn't like to be touched, spoke little, and flew into raging temper tantrums. When told her daughter was brain damaged, Grandin's mother took her to a neurologist, employed caregivers to keep her occupied, and enrolled her in the private schools with trained staff. As she grew older, Grandin discovered that rotating noise-making mechanics created stress, while doors had soothing effects on her nerves. A common squeeze cattle chute fascinated her, so she invented one for her own bedroom. Today, an advanced version is used in schools and treatment centers for autistic children, but she was just the beginning of the successful Grandin. In college, a teacher suggested she learn why the cattle chute invention worked for her. By studying the science behind it, she watched cattle being slaughtered in the major meat processing plants and saw that the certain visual or audio cues created stress for them just like her. She earned her master's. She wrote an essay, The Animals Are Not Things, arguing that animals have certain protections. Although they are generally destined for food consumption, lacking the ability to speak and interact well with others, with being founded her own company, Grandin sees what lay ahead, note that resists going from bright sunlight to dark rooms and upset by clacking metal sounds. Grandin is quoted by many today, "If I did not have my work, I would not have my life." Temple Grandin, famous and successful, is an example of a good teacher. She has overcome barriers like talking in front of people and faced parents and other educators to tell them what she needs in her education about autism and Asperger's syndrome. These children need to be not set aside and ignored, but have set rules to develop computer skills and to aid communication. As she once said, we've got to have a lot more emphasis on talent. Her life and books and movies have motivated me personally to focus on my talents and not my faults. When I'm a parent, I hope to see my child's skills and develop them. I hope he or she will be one of the lucky ones like myself and Temple Grandin. I may never be famous by history standards, but from this inspiring person, I have learned I can be my best.